go over a few plants I got some in the containers right now. Alright? Give me 1 second. Alright, y'all. I'll just go ahead and show a few plants that I got right here. Give me 1 second. Alright. This ornamental type variety. Started this one in cracky method, then switched to soil. Starting off rather well. As you can see, it's flowering up pretty good. Got this guy right here. And this one's a little cross of mine. This one's a sweet pepper. And this one is a cross of mine as well. And starting getting a lot of that little side growth in there, which is really nice. Next few days I'll trim up the little side growth. And just a few plants, do a little pruning to help it encourage more growth. This one's chocolate habanero. This one's sweet heat. Got this one in a 7-gallon fabric pot. This one's across mine as well. Now a lot of these are doing some adjusting here. The weather's been kind of odd, flipping back and forth from rainy, cloudy to sunny. So these plants gotta still readjust to all that. And then this one's a little hybrid of mine. As you can see, some of this stuff's got little mounds of stuff here. Some of that's coffee grounds. Now I've been putting coffee grounds on there for a number of reasons. But, and then this one's a Thai hot. Found this one that Thai hots are pretty good, are really awesome for containers. This one will be real bushy with lots of little pods. Here's a boot jopia, or you can say ghost pepper. And a couple of those in there. Those ones aren't faring the best, but those ones are hybrids of mine. Waiting for them to readjust. This one's shishito. I saved this guy. This one guy was not doing too well when I found him. And this one, I cut off some of the trimmed certain leaves so I could encourage more growth. It'll work out just fine. And this one's more of sweet heat. Sweet heat pepper plants, if any of y'all have grown them, they tend to grow about within 8 to 12 inches or so. So I find that these are better grown in containers because branches kind of hang low, and growing them in containers kind of keeps the pods off the ground. Here's another Thai hot. I noticed with Thai hot plants, you don't really need to trim them so much. They just stay within a certain bush range. Here's a little hybrid of mine. This one's cinnamon basil right here. Couple little more hybrids of mine in here. Another basil. Wait for this guy to do his thing. It's another hybrid of mine. I might be doing a little seed giveaway on this guy. I'm not sure yet. So, right. So yeah. Alright. Now, a lot of these plants are still kind of going through this phase where, it'll be sunny, then it'll get really cloudy and dark, and then when it just gets sunny again, the plants start freaking out about it. But for the most part, a lot of these plants are kicking up pretty well. Doing it a little different than what I had seasons before, but you know, it is what it is around here. This weather around these parts are kind of goofy. So, so, but yeah. Ugh. Ugh. No. Oh man. Oh well, that plant's not doing too well. That plant, I think a bird got at that one. Oh well. Yeah, that was what I was looking forward to. Well, I don't know. I might be able to pull that one up. I'm going to have to put something else in that place. Yeah. And let's see here. Yeah. Got another little hybrid vine down here. And yeah. So gotta prop this guy up. This one's not standing on its own too well, but it's alright. Alright. Yeah. I think there might have been a little hill coming through here because of the way these leaves look. But let's see. Yeah, so a lot of these plants have had a rough start so far, but other than that, some of them are going to take a little time to be bouncing up. The weather's been shifting a little too much for some of these. But all in all, with a number of these, I have some high hopes for them. Yeah. And then, hey, what's up, everybody in the chat? Thanks for showing up. Right now, I just gotta wait for these plants to adjust. Yeah, a lot of them got some time to adjust and everything. Some plants haven't fared too well. Other ones are doing decent. Yeah. So, looking forward to seeing how this goes. Watch where I'm stepping here. All right. Got the yellow maruga vine over here. I'm always looking forward to those ones because that's a variety that I've been growing over the past few years, or so many years. I've even kind of developed a fucking, or, sorry for the language. I developed a freaking, that was my bad on language. Now, basically here, I've been developing a phenotype is what I was trying to get at, or certain different phenotypes of the yellow marugas. And they've come out rather interesting. Some have come out much heavier, much denser pods, and I've just been, trying to stabilize, trying to get those going on the way that I have been. So it's always encouraging to see that kind of a thing going on. But a couple of these plants I have gotten from greenhouses or farms. Some of them haven't been doing too well because I don't think they're properly transitioned outside to be from their greenhouse, which normally in a lot of cases where I've been dealing with a lot of times they normally are adjusted. But I think this place hasn't been doing that very well. So That's one thing I don't really like from certain greenhouses and whatnot, because you're not, unless you're familiar with them, you're not going to be entirely sure that they're have them quite acclimated to actually being outdoors and being in the weather a certain way. But for the most part, I mean, it can be a gamble unless you know. So, and if you guys do acquire from online sources, from plants like that, be careful who you're getting from, because some of the sellers do got a very sorry attitude, so to speak. But and some of them might not give you the strongest seedlings to start off with. But if you do get any plants from some of those people, be sure you can care for them properly and get them acclimated to your growing environment. And that's always a big thing. But yeah, you guys, I just wanted to do this quick live stream, show you a few plants, and yeah, um, there are a number of them that I'm looking forward to. Let's see. I'll get back to some of these ones in the containers. Like this one right here. Definitely looking forward to this guy. This one's across the mind, like I kind of got at a little bit ago. I've grown these ones a number of times, but I haven't furthered them along as much as I'd like. But these ones are a good strain. They've got a nice flavor, a sweetness with a little bit of heat to them. So they're not on the high end of heat level. But I'm doing this one in the container this year, just to see how this one comes out. And then this one's one of mine too. Some of the leaves got a certain way on them, but that's because the way they react to the change. But it's doing well. It's getting that little initial growth down in here. See all that little side growth and those nodes. That's where it's going to really be coming through and doing its thing. So, but yeah, and this one's not a bad little pepper right plant type. In and of itself, it's one of those ones that some people either call the yummy pepper or lunchbox. So it's basically the types you see in the grocery store bags of the red, yellows, and oranges. Those ones are good ones to have. I mean, cut them up and do them with some eggs or something. Then this one, this one's pretty awesome. It's ornamental type variety, and if this one comes out like anything like what its parent plant was, then it's definitely going to be a big bush. And you might remember it from one of the ones I grew with in the past couple of seasons. It was just overloaded with a bunch of peppers and whatnot. I even did a few videos of one of his parent plants, or the parent plant, on my Instagram page. So, um, I'm also, I mean, as you guys can see, I have a few fabric pots here, and these fabric pots are nice because they're decent size, but the main drawback is if you get plants of certain sizes in here, you're going to definitely want to keep an eye on them because they can dry out quicker. But I mean, if you have them grouped together in a certain way, they don't dry out as fast if you have them in a group. But if you know the plant size, and then you can actually accommodate for it. Like like if you want, just be sure. My suggestion is if you're growing in there, be sure they're plants that grow a certain size. Like I pointed out that sweet heat one. Um, that sweet heat one is a plant that grows within a certain size and doesn't get overly large of a plant. So it's easy for that to be in a container. and not dry out too fast. And just like that Thai hot pepper, 7-gallon fabric pot, good for it. Because that one just stays within a certain size. You don't have to do a lot of trimming on it. But if you're going to go with something like the size, of a scorpion plant or something like that, plants that get larger, those are going to dry out fast. Habaneros can be done into certain other plants, sweet peppers, a lot of other plants that stay, mid-range size. So, but if you get a plant, sorry, I'm just got a lot of gnats flying around me right now. So basically, if you get plants that are more, you know, hefty, medium, large, or so plants, then you're going to have to really keep your eye on them. Unless you have some kind of automatic watering system in them, that's a different story. But just keep an eye on them is all I can say with those. Um, so, I mean, like for example here, I can show you this one ghost pepper plant. Like this ghost pepper plant in this container, only growing in last year, and it was doing really well. But the thing is, if you're not being mindful of it, it can dry out within a day or so. Given the temperature and the heat and humidity and dryness kind of thing. And so, um, with that, it would be decent just to keep an eye on it. I mean, with a container that size, because that size is definitely bigger than a 7-gallon fabric pot. Now, the shishito I pointed out that I'm growing can grow in one of those 7-gallon fabric pots just well too. So, just got to think about which ones you're going to do, and yeah. Unless you got a larger fabric pot, then that's another story. But, alright guys, now, I am going to get ready to squash out this video. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for tuning in and everything. We got a train coming. But, so, sorry about that, guys. I know, as you can probably see, we got some clouds starting to come in here. So, it's been rainy today off and on. Tomorrow it's going to be the same way, maybe even the day after. I just hope it starts, well, I know within the week it's going to flip more into the warmer weather, and it'll dry it out pretty quick. So, but, alright guys, I just want to, go ahead and get ready to squash out the video like I said. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Any questions, comments, or anything, you guys know where to do. And, yeah, please like, subscribe, and share. Please. It helps my channel out a lot. And it's greatly appreciated. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. And yeah, I do have thoughts and ideas of some seed giveaways and stuff like that later on down the line. I might even do something soon, I don't know. I just gotta get some stuff organized first before I can do that. And yeah, so like I was saying, I'll do some of this stuff. I'll do some of this stuff and get this stuff going. Like more trains. Like there possibly be other things I have lined up for people tuning in. So, like I said before, I said some months ago, there was a seed giveaway that I was working into play about a strain of mine that I'm working on. That'll be this guy right here. Yeah, let's see. Maybe this one of these guys right here. I even have one growing indoors right now of hydroponic, and yeah, I'm just just waiting for this one to kick up a little bit. I have a few pods on the one indoors, but I just gotta wait playing the catch-up game with this one. And so, but all in all, I have some ideas for this year. So, just some things will have to be done a little different. So, just please stay tuned, everybody. It would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, um, yeah. So hopefully things will smoothen out because it's been rough times lately. So, um, but yeah. Sorry if I'm fidgeting around a lot. There's a lot of these little tiny gnats, white gnats flying around. They're kind of the biting kind. Um, so, but yeah. All in all, everything. Hopefully, everything pulls together in this gardening scene this year. Got a lot of stuff to look around to, look at after. But all right. Um, and I was rambling a little bit there, but clouds are rolling, and like I was saying before, do your thing with the comments and questions, like, subscribe, and or share. Much appreciated, like I said. And yeah, more videos to come, and looking forward to seeing y'all in the immediate future here with updates and everything. All right. So please stay tuned, and yeah, I'll see y'all around. And remember the hashtag, y'all. Keep it spicy. Peace.